The Chicago Bears are looking to sell part of the team, but the goal is to help them fund a new stadium. Me, C-Dub, and Bobby are going to discuss that. Plus, Austin Booker is called by Fox Sports the breakout candidate for the Chicago Bears. We're going to talk about it all and more on today's Chicago Bears Central.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got C-Dub and his birds in the building as well every Sunday now. Him and these damn birds, bro. We got
Father's
Bobby in
Day.
the building, myself,
He
Haize,
gonna act
man.
like he can't hit him neither.
Nah, bro. C-Dub, you've been podcasting for 3. I know you've been making some. When are you gonna upgrade? What are you doing with the podcast room, bro? What's going on here, bro?
Bro, how the hell am I gonna stop nature? What the fuck? These birds is taking over my house.
It's
What the
called
fuck am I doing?
insulation, bro. You said you was gonna get a podcast room 18 months ago.
Forget about that. Just forget about that one. I'll tell you, that shit is not happening.
Oh man, nonetheless, bro, that's crazy. But let's get focused today. Let's start off the show. The Chicago Bears are looking to sell a minority stake in the team. The McKenna estate owns Andrew McKenna passed away early 2023. Since then, his estate has owned the 2% of the team. They are looking to sell that off to get in more cash flow potentially for the stadium, which we know that the Bears are kind of now shifting more towards Arlington Heights with them owning that out completely. That means they're going to have to finance a lot of that on their own. A 2% share in the Chicago Bears, which was valued at about $6.4 billion, though, but that was a couple of years ago. We've seen valuations of franchises skyrocket. Those shares, as of right now, per the last evaluation, will be $172 million, but it could be more than that, depending, because they'll get it evaluated before then. How do you guys feel about the Bears looking to sell that 2% stake in the team?
I think it's a good idea. You need the extra money to get this new stadium. Me personally, I'm sick of going ping pong. About this time last year, they were talking about working a deal out with Chicago. Now we're back to Arlington Heights. I'm ready to get this thing done in the near future. But yeah, extra funds to help build the stadium be good. And hey, man, and it's the Chicago Bears. It's probably gonna double in price in another decade too. So that 2% is gonna turn into like 300 and something worth $1 million. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm ready for them to get the damn thing done. I done visited places like Atlanta, to where the Braves, they got their own entertainment district. A couple weeks ago, I visited Phoenix, and the Arizona Cardinals got their own entertainment district, to where there's a bunch of bars, different things to do, axe throwing, ping pong, whatever. Chicago, let's get the damn shovels in the ground. We ready to go out here and rock out for the Chicago Bears. It's definitely time. I don't know what's going on, but hey, go ahead and sell that stake. And shout out to the guy that's gonna go out there and purchase it. And you about to make you some money. Because for me, I look at guys like Ben Johnson, I look at guys like Caleb Williams. They about to do a hell of a job with the Chicago Bears. And at least in my evaluation, I could be proven wrong, but I believe that these guys is about to bring a lot of wins to Chicago. So your money is about to go up exponentially. Hey, I'm with it all the way through and through. We ready to see this new stadium. Let's go ahead and get it right. And then let's go ahead and make sure we got something for the fans so they can enjoy. But yeah, I'm with it. And happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, y'all.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. Happy Father's Day to everybody. But I think this makes a lot of sense too, because you got to think like buying an ownership share in the Chicago Bears. I think people got to remember, if they go to Arlington, it's the team. It's not the McCaskies. It's the team that owns that. So that ownership stake also would go towards the new arena and district that they're building there. So like you guys said, that's going to go up exponentially because you're talking about the Bears owning the land that the hotels are going to be built on, the restaurants are going to be built on, all of that. So you're going to see an exponential amount of growth in the valuation of the Chicago Bears worth. And so because of that, it makes a lot of sense. You sell that, you get the 172 million. Hell, if you can get closer to 200, 300 million dollars, that goes a long way into building that new stadium that they need to get done there and breaking ground on that. And then you start, now that's when you start making even more money. So this is a smart business decision by the Chicago Bears. I've already seen people say the Bears like read the fine. Y'all motherfuckers, you know how much we benefit from y'all that don't read. You know how much we benefit from that because y'all motherfuckers don't be reading.
They don't read, bro. It's
Read,
crazy.
Bro, you almost gave him the hot sauce there, Drew.
Bro, like, you know what?
Don't give him the sauce.
They used to say, if you want to hide something from black people, you hide it in the book. And it's not just the black people, bro.
Nah,
it's not just, that's the thing. It's not this whole new generation, bro. Like, I've seen motherfuckers with goddamn Ivy League fucking degrees, bro, that don't read the fine print. Read, motherfuckers. Anyway, so we'll see what happens there with the Chicago Bears and selling the team, man. But I would expect if the Bears are really trying to aggressively go after this, reportedly, there was a one point in time Jeff Bezos was interested in buying some of the Bears, which was reported that was a couple of years ago, or maybe it was just a year ago at this point. But if you're talking about Bezos buying into the Bears and it's $200 million, that's nothing. I'm sure that motherfucker probably spent that last month alone, bro. Like.
Ooh, y'all
made that.
Can I go a different route? Like, stay away from a shark like that. Like, he too unpredictable. He's so aggressive. He'll probably end up buying like probably majority share by the time
that's
it's
the thing.
done.
The McCaskies own 80% of the team, bro. They not giving up. They are never giving up.
But
their
a guy
majority
like
share
Bezos, he'll make a job alpha they can't refuse.
What you call him?
Bezos.
Bro, why every time you see an O, you add a syllable, bro? Like, what's up? You do that with Romo Doomsday? Like, what's up? What?
Jeff, bro, whatever his name is.
Hey,
Jeff.
that's that Chicago twang, big dog.
That's not, no, we're not doing that. It's not a Chicago twang to add a whole extra sound that's not in there, bro.
Hey, look, my
pronounce his name.
Haize, my granddad was just here, and we called my auntie. Her name is Felicia. This man was talking about some Felicia. That's Felicia. And this is a Puerto Rican man from Chicago.
That's crazy.
I'm convinced. It's the older heads from Chicago. I'm convinced. He talking about, you talking to Felicia?
I got love for CPS,
nah, bro.
That's
they ain't
crazy,
perfect
bro.
all the way around, bro.
That's crazy.
On the real. So anyway, I don't want no shark like that to be around. I just don't trust them sharks. They too rich.
I'm telling you this. Every millionaire is a shark. They all got here the same way. They all sharks, bro. All of them is sharks, bro.
Ain't no nice.
Them the great whites though. Jeff and them and Mark and them the great white sharks.
Real. We'll see, bro.
No racist. No racist.
Hey, well, you said great white shark. If you get offended by great white shark, again, stupid motherfucker. I'm tired of stupid people in 2025. Bro.
Already, for real. We just made
it
to the halfway mark, and people just dumb as they can be.
Just dumb as can be, bro. Like, I ain't never seen so many people so proudly stupid. Like, it's just like, what are we doing, bro? Like, anyway, let's get into a little football talk on today's episode. So, Fox Sports, we're naming players that have a potential to break out on each team. And for the Bears, they actually talked about Austin Booker saying this. Booker looked how you expect a fifth-round rookie defensive end to look in 2024. He played just 27% of the Bears' snaps and didn't make a consistent impact with just 10 pressures on the season. Though it's worth noting he did convert 2 of those 10 pressures into sacks. I like his chances in year 2 because of the situation he's in. The Bears signed Dayo Odeyingbo to pair with Montez Sweat so Booker can settle comfortably into a rotational role. The overall talent on the defensive line is also better with Grady Jarrett, second-round pick Shamar Turner in the mix, hopefully make life easier on the edge rushers. The Bears paid a big price to trade up for Booker 2 drafts ago, so they clearly think a lot of his talent. Will they begin to unlock it now? I loved how they, a lot of times when people talk about these breakouts, they talk about him in very unrealistic manner. I love that this is a realistic take on Austin Booker. He's going to have a more streamlined role on an improved defense to really make an impact and grow off what he did last year. We saw last year Javon Dexter take a considerable leap from what he did in his first year when he was used as more of a rotational piece in his rookie season. What do you guys think about Austin Booker becoming a breakout candidate this year?
I like him. He definitely gonna have the opportunity. Austin Booker is. I always liked his motor. The little bit that we seen him last year, he always ran after the ball, no matter how far the ball was away from where he ended up was.
So you're saying he was
I,
chasing balls?
yeah, kind of, sort of, without the pause. Y'all just gotta just ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Drip went there. You know, but look, Austin Booker, and I want to say this for Austin Booker. This is just a red flag. Like, being that he was drafted in the 5th round, I would think that he'll have less leeway to fuck around, and he'll have this will be his only opportunity to really cement himself as a player, not only as a Chicago Bear, but as a player in the NFL. Just because you're drafted in the 5th round, so I think this is especially important for him, and to have a breakout season. I would think that would be necessary for this guy coming up next season. And breaking out doesn't mean like going to the Pro Bowl or something like that
Yeah,
for a guy like
yeah.
Austin Brooker. Just be a guy that makes an impact when he get on the field.
Oh yeah, I love the breakout candidate in Austin Booker. I think that he's gonna be very well on his way, and he has every ample opportunity to go out there and prove himself. You don't get guys like Grady Jarrett. Yeah,
Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett, Big Billings, right there with Javon Dexter being there and Montez Sweat, and you having an opportunity to go out there and prove yourself. It's obviously going to be up to him, but I think that with all the offseason work that we've seen him put in and hearing that he's been a part of different, little groups that went out and worked out with each other and things like that, he's going to have every opportunity to go out there and prove himself. Dennis Allen is a guy that believes in this pass rush. And I think the Chicago Bears are much better if you are able to rush four. If you are able to rush four and get pressure with four, oh my God, just look out for that defense. But I think that my man's Austin Booker has every opportunity to go out there and prove himself. This is a guy that really just started playing football a few years ago. So, and he's already, you know what I'm saying, earned him and worked his way up into the NFL. So you want to see what he could potentially do for this team. It's not like we want to look at Dominique Robinson and we be like, damn, bros, you're going to break out and then don't break out. But, I had to throw a little shade. But Austin Booker, he got every opportunity right in front of him, man. I hope that he can go out there and do exactly what we expect him to do. And to C Dub's point, which is a hell of a point, you don't need to go out there and be a Pro Bowler, but make sure that you're going out there and you making an impact and wreaking some havoc out there every time that you touch the field, because your snaps are going to be limited. You're not going to see as much time as the other guys. But when you do come out there as a rotational piece, you want to make sure those are impactful minutes or impactful moments for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like the 27% that he played of Bears snaps last year, you're going to see, you should see an uptick in production just based off that alone, right? Like
Right.
if you're going to play, he's going to play more than 27% of the snaps, you would think, right, this year. So because of that, he should already see an uptick in his production. And you just need to be, to me, you just need to be able to keep up the pressure, whether you're out there playing with Daniel on the opposite side of you or Sweat, or hell, even you and Daniel Hardy. What do you do now? Because the interior from the pressure from the interior defensive line should be considerably better and more consistent than what it was last year. And then, let's not just make it about pressure on QBs. What do you do in the running game? The run defense from the Bears defensive line was trash last year.
Facts.
So you need to see an uptick in that as well.
Yeah. And I hope that my man Ben Johnson take this right here, what I'm finna say. We only got room for one project on this defensive line. So make your choice between Dominique Robinson and Austin Booker. Do y'all agree that we only got?
Well, I don't think
room?
they view Dominique as a project. I think they view Dominique, from what we've heard, that he's contributing something that they need. I don't think they're all of a sudden expecting Dominique to be something hugely different. I just think he might be showing them something they're like, yeah, we can use that. The whole conversation around Dominique surprising, I think you got to have that in like the context of it, because I think it's easier to surprise people when they ain't nobody expecting shit from you. Dominique came into a situation where nobody was expecting a goddamn thing from him this season.
Yeah, nobody's really expecting anything from Dominique Robinson. And I think that's a fair point to where you say that you look at the projects. But I'm thinking right now is Dominique Robinson, he cannot be considered a project at this point in his career. He's been on the damn Chicago Bears. It seemed like forever.
This year 4, bro. You can't be a project in year 4. Like, what are we talking about?
When we look at our teams, bro, like, I think we need to start getting rid of the eyesores. Like, I think Dominique Robinson is a fucking eyesore, bro. When you look at the team, you like, damn, you still here, bro? Why?
Because
When
he
you look
low
at
money.
who's another eyesore on this mother team? Um,
We really don't have a whole lot of them anymore, bro. They
Yeah,
have done a
not
pretty
anymore.
good job of clearing out most of them.
Bayless is gone.
is Tyler Scott an eyesore, bro?
He don't play.
In
No,
year 2, can we say
I'm asking. He ain't gotta
he
be
don't
an
play.
eyesore. Okay,
I mean,
he don't
yeah.
play. Or
You can't. How's the eye so we don't see the motherfucker?
Bro, your eyes are clear eyed.
Like real talk. Like I mean, Tyler Scott. At this point, you got Rome, you got DJ, you got Luther Burden, you got Olamide. Like I don't think we're gonna see very much. If we see a lot of Tyler Scott, some shit's either gone horribly wrong, or some shit's gone surprisingly well. It's one of the two.
Yeah. I agree with that. And come on, sign that contract, Luther. Come on with that bullshit.
Hey, speaking on that though, do y'all think that right now I think that Luther Burden might be wide receiver 4, personally.
The way
Why
that
you
they
say
talk
that?
about Zacchaeus, like
Yes,
bro.
Zacchaeus is the vet and he's present.
No way.
My man's Luther.
You just
ain't
you have not seen Luther. That's it.
I have seen Luther
Okay.
in
Seen
Missouri.
it, but like I think you got to remember
Missouri,
though. You got to remember too. Like this is not a team that's trying. Like you're going to develop over the course of winning, but they're also trying to win. And if Luther Burden can't get in and build chemistry with Caleb Williams, and even if you see the what you should, the ceiling of Luther Burden should be way higher than Olamide. But that doesn't mean it's going to be in seat. And you ain't got to make the decision in year 1. You brought Olamide in there for a reason, and if he's already built that chemistry with Caleb, I can absolutely see them saying, Luther, you're gonna have to get it in the mud.
Oh,
we got a guy who's there.
Training camp is going to be huge for Luther Burden.
I love that logic, and I accept that logic. But what my expectations for Luther Burden is, dude is not going to be able to impact the Chicago Bears with that 1 year because Luther Burden is going to be too good. This guy is a number 1 receiver that's going to be in the third in the slot.
Yeah, but he's not healthy, C-Dub. Nobody's disagreeing with that. He's not healthy.
I know he ain't healthy, but when he becomes healthy, it's going to be obvious.
But that's
by
then
the chemistry can take you a lot further sometimes than raw talent can, bro. If you're not familiar with the playbook, if you don't have that shorthand down with your quarterback, and Caleb's had time to work on that with a veteran, I could absolutely not to say that Luther isn't going to play, but those snaps may have to work themselves up. Whereas Zacchaeus is already ready to go day 1.
And that's and that's where I'm going with it. I don't think that right now Luther Burden is behind. You already working behind. You hearing more buzz about Devin Duvernay more than Luther Burden because Luther Burden got a soft tissue injury that he working himself through. I'm not saying that it can't change throughout the season, but at right now where we're at, my man's Luther Burden, he gonna have to come out in training camp and put on a show. Real talk. To start taking minutes and moments away from my peoples that's already up in there like Zacchaeus and Devin Duvernay. Shout out to my man BL Jet though.
Oh,
in
shit.
general.
Happy
Y'all heard
Father's
my
Day
man.
to
Happy
you,
Father's
bro.
Day,
BL
BL
Jet,
J.
man.
Appreciate you,
man.
boss.
First of all, Dylan, I'm gonna assume this means DEI because there ain't no way in hell you talking some Dominique Robinson being in 1. Like,
It is. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's wrong.
Because ain't no way in hell you ask
Oh, that was
if Dominique Robinson is gonna be defensive end 1. What?
Ooh, I'm gonna leave that alone, Joe. That's too easy, Drip. That's too easy for me. I ain't doing that.
Hey,
I ain't doing it. Too easy.
That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
BLJ, man.
That's a take, my boy. He said DEE. That's crazy, bro.
Hell no, he not about to be DE1.
Like with Montez Sweat on the roster, even if you don't believe in Deo, Montez Sweat's on the roster. Like, what are we talking about?
Facts, like what?
That's crazy, bro.
He said he was trolling.
I see. That's crazy, bro. That's wild, bro. That's a hell of a troll job there. That's crazy. What's good? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Shout out to Josh, bro. Josh got a couple of illegitimate children out there.
I'm right with you, Brandon L. Jet. I'm right with you.
Oh, man. Anything left, fellas? Y'all got anything else, man? I know it's Father's Day. I ain't trying to hold y'all too long, man. I got some whiskey I'm trying to get to.
Happy Father's Day. I got some some Polish brandy for my
It's
Father's
clear?
Day. Yes, it's clear.
Okay.
Yes. I'm about to get into, man. Y'all enjoy yourselves. All of you are kings. Make sure them queens take care of you today. They owe it to you. Let's get it.
Bro, I already had my pancakes and sashes. Mini glizzies, crazy work. But nonetheless.
Why you
Hey,
talking
my
about some damn
OG, she
mini
came
glizzy?
through. Moms came through, made a big fat ass meal. Everybody went, ate, and went to sleep right after.
That's
We smoked
crazy.
cigars. We didn't, man, it's cracking. Hey, shout out to the fathers out there, bro. Shout out to y'all that's out there being active and setting examples for these young men and young ladies. We definitely are a necessity in the household. I don't give a fuck. All the Instagram thotties, they can to hell with them. Man, we need it.
And
We
listen,
need it in the household.
I'm gonna say this. I know it's all positive, but I'm gonna say this for sure. All you motherfuckers that are deadbeat dads and that try to celebrate Father's Day, just go ahead and send your baby mama some flowers or something, because
They better
you need to be
celebrate
doing
Columbus
something.
Day.
Yeah.
Because ain't no
Yeah,
way.
celebrate Columbus Day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The deadbeats can't celebrate today. They better celebrate Columbus Day.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all following us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Peace, y'all.